How do you sort out the so-called jargon from real-world practices that work? Do the members of your organization find some business or technology advice utterly confusing? Welcome to Real Talk with Sam Holcman. In this program, we set the record straight, and in terms that business people and technology people can understand. Now, here is your host, Sam Holcman.
Welcome to this edition of Real Talk. This is Sam Holcman, and the topic for today is commenting on an article from a May 2023 article that I picked up, and the title of the article was AI is Writing Code Now. For companies, that is good and bad. When I read this article, I was ready to pull whatever hair I have left out of my head. In summary, I can't believe that people are still spending so much time writing code. This is a maturity level 1 concept. And this is being essentially exacerbated by AI. And I'm going to read some of these paragraphs here just to give you an idea. Nobody, I won't say that again, virtually nobody should be writing code. We should be assembling code, which is maturity level 3. And what it's saying here in this article is fascinating. And let me quote here. People have talked about technical debt for a long time. And now we have a brand new credit card here that is going to allow us to accumulate technical debt in ways that we've never been able to do before, says Armando Solar Lizama, professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Computer Science, and Artificial Intelligence. I think there's a risk of accumulating lots of very shoddy code written by a machine. And it goes on to talk about that now we have lowering the barrier of code creation could result in increased levels of complexity, increased levels of technical debt, confusion as people manage the incredibly growth in code. Let me repeat. Why are we continuing to write code? We should be assembling code, which is maturity level 3. Back in a moment.
Every day in business, we hear jargon, see writings from so-called experts, and don't know what we should follow and what we should avoid. Now there's a daily 5-minute brief to sort everything out. Real Talk with Sam Holcman is the program that provides actual field-enabled best practices, insights, and real-world experiences that help business executives, technology executives, managers, and staff using straightforward talk. Get your daily dose of Real Talk.
And that's what you're listening to now, Real Talk. So let me briefly, as we close out this brief broadcast, with these 3 maturity levels. So for some of you, it may be a repeat. Maturity level 1 is called make to order, handcrafting. Think about the word handcrafting. It doesn't matter if you're doing agilely or quickly or an AI machine is doing it, handcrafting, developing code. Maturity level 1, well beyond what most organizations can comprehend from a complexity standpoint, and of course, now that is being exacerbated by AI. Maturity level 2 is what's referred to as provide from stock. Most examples that we talk about is COTS packages, commercial off-the-shelf software. But we have to remember the way that was written was maturity level 1. So we have that same massive amount of repair, replace, cyber attacks, etc., etc. We have all of these holes in the software, versioning, all of these issues that we see. There'll now be even more of an issue with AI. Now, maturity level 3, quite simply referred to as assemble to order, assemble to order. And let me give you the example that I use in my seminars and workshops on this particular concept, and that is the image of a salad bar. Think about a salad bar where you have 16 elements, and what you do is assemble salads. You don't make them each time from the seeds of the lettuce and the seeds of the tomatoes, etc., etc. You assemble to order. Think about the number of combinations of salads that you can make, assemble from 16 elements. Imagine the productivity and imagine the customer satisfaction where they get mass customization in quantities of one. So let's forget about AI writing code or you and I writing code and move to maturity level 3. It is ready to go. It is doable today. And yes, organizations are doing it today. Let's just think a little bit differently.
Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk. Be sure to join your host, Sam Holcman, again for another edition of our program. We'll have more real topics of discussion then.